if my parents left Iran, you know, and I was born in the UK, and then we came to the US, and I grew up on American pop culture. It's like the DNA food for my soul and personality of like the person that I have grown up to be. It's a big part of it, and I wouldn't have that if they hadn't kept going and kept looking for more. And so it's undeniable to me that if my parents hadn't left and come to America, I wouldn't have made this movie. It would be like when Marty McFly goes back and the picture disappears, like if his mom and dad had never met, that's what it would be like. This movie would just disappear if they hadn't come. A film is like a dream. It's the opportunity to work inside of a dream. A film is really a place of the mind. There's something fantastical about the world of a film. I was telling an Iranian story about Iranian characters in this Iranian place, and of course I always knew I would never be doing it in Iran. First of all, I'm not an Iranian who lives in Iran. I live in, California. Because of the content of the film, even if I wanted to, I probably would never be able to shoot a film like this there. I know that it would never be officially a release through, the official avenues, but I know for a fact that they get everything black market. They pirate everything. Once it comes available on DVD, I'm certain that they will, and I hope it spreads like wildfire, and I hope they all see it, and I'm actually very much looking forward to that. It was like a sudden and very easy choice that, oh, well, I'll make my own place, and it truly is a fairy tale, and I'll embrace that. And that, I think the key to filmmaking and art is when you identify that roadblock or the obstacle, if you figure out a way to turn it to your advantage, that becomes really the key of setting things free. Really, once we decided we were making Bad City, we made everything. We made the street signs, we made the newspaper, we made the currency, the money, posters on the wall, we made the commercials that were on the TV. It was really just like Frank Miller's Sin City. It was a complete, full-blown graphic world. And I started filling it in with all these wonderful Iranian artists I knew living in LA and living in different places in Europe. And along the way, I kind of subconsciously or consciously realized that we are all similar and that we all are Iranian and are somehow very, very close to the fact that we are Iranian, but we're not of that world. And so it's kind of, in a way, Bad City became like our Iran, because it became really a true mashup of all the things that we are, which is our parents and our parents' Iran, but also America and Europe and all these influences of pop culture that we grew up on. It kind of became a place for all of us. I've known Masuka since Sina got Masuka. It's his cat, and when I wrote the story, I actually didn't write that part for Masuka. I did for all the other cast. I wrote for those actors. For the cat, it was just this cat, and I actually pictured a look that was different. And then we were going out to movie cats, and all along the way, Sina kept saying, just give Masuka a shot, give Masuka a chance. And finally I said, okay, bring him over and we'll do a camera test, because that's kind of what you have to do with the animal to see how they behave. So we had cameras and lights and all this equipment and people, and he brought him over to my house. And Masuka he is so relaxed and comfortable around people and equipment and anything that's going on. I feel like he's a very, they say acting is reacting, taking in what is happening and reacting to it. I feel like Masuka takes in everything that's happening. He's not like a panicky cat. He checks out what's going on. And so he just is he's just like the gangster breakout star of the movie.